We're gonna do curly hair today. Ready, ready. So we're doing curly hair today. I am excited about this, but it is a lot. So I'm Jen, the lady from the 80s, and um, I am going to share with you my tried and true curl routine, starting all the way with washing all the way through the final result. So I'm going to share every product I use, which I kept reviewing and adding. And so we're going to share all of that. And just so you know, like today is, I think we're day 3 with the curls. I did not do a refresh or anything, so this is just not the greatest that I have on now. But I'll show you what it looks like right after. I tend to wash every 3 to 4 days. It just depends what's going on and how lazy I am. So just to start in the shower, washing my hair, I do not comb my hair out. So I just wash it like this, and I wash it with, I'm very into InnerSense products. My hairstylist, who specializes in curly hair, most of these tips I got from her. So the first one is the Hydrating Cream Hair Bath and the Hydrating Cream Conditioner. So I will wash with the hair bath, make sure especially less on the ends and more on the roots, and then I will rinse it out and then do the conditioner. Now, once the conditioner is in, this is, I was thinking about it as I was putting this together, my least favorite part of the entire routine. So you put the conditioner in, and then you've got to comb out your hair. You do that to avoid breakage. So you do it with the conditioner on and it being wet. And I will share with you now. I had it later, but I use a wide tooth shower comb. I have the one up there, which is the closest one I can find to the one I have, but it hangs in my shower, so it's really convenient and has these super wide teeth. So once the conditioner's in, I just comb out all of the hair so that it's straight, and it's much, much longer at that point. And then once that's done, while I'm still in the shower, water's still running, hair sopping wet, I put on the leave-in conditioner. And for me, my hair is straight and combed out at that point. I just go like a lot of it, especially making sure that it happens on the ends. So I do that all over, and then I run the comb through it again. And that is my shower routine. Now, the other thing that I wanted to share is this microfiber towel, and it goes like this, so it fits. Microfiber is much better than a cotton towel. It stops frizzing, and it also helps you start getting the water out. So I put my hair up in this super soaking wet, and then I will share with you my videos of the next steps of the routine. So we've shampooed, conditioned. We want the hair as wet as possible. This is me before. This is a real long, so this was after probably 4 days. Me getting up in the morning and just taking my hair down. Then we go to in wet. I put in hair products, and I do a kind of a different, this is again from my hair stylist. I take the 2 different products that I'm talking to you about. I Create Volume and the Curl Cream, and I put a dollop of each like I'm showing you here, and I mix them together. That is the secret from my hairstylist that I learned. And then I mix them together, and then as you can see, I'm going to rake it through all the way to the end. And I do that with the entire head of hair. So you've taken a dollop of the I Create Volume, a dollop of the hair cream. All of these are InnerSense products. And then mix it, and then rake it. I have used the gel before, but for me, this combination creates a lighter cast. And if you don't know what a cast is, I'll share that with you as well. So it creates a little bit of a lighter cast, and so I like it better. I do have the gel, and sometimes I'll use it, but right now this is just my favorite go-to mixing the two products. It just seems to go really, really well. Let me move us ahead a little bit. Okay, now when I'm getting ready to do my brushing, I use these clips and I section my hair off so that I can start with the underneath. My hair is super, super thick. So if I don't do that, I end up just re-brushing the hair all the time. So I just section off. I start in the back and I section off the top section, each side section, and then I leave like a ring around the bottom that you see here. And what I'm getting ready to do is create clumps using a brush. There are a lot of people that use this. This is the Denman brush that I have here. This is my go-to. One thing that my curl stylist tells me all the time is you should not have a brush that has those little balls at the end of each of the bristles, because that does not help the curly hair. So what I'm doing here is you create tension. You can see I'm creating tension. I'll do it once through to make sure the product's all the way through, and then I'll create tension. I'll hold it, and then I'll shake it. Now, as you can see here, it's not like super clumpy. It's not super curly. That is fine. The curls and the clumps are going to come later. So I do this all the way through the hair. So all the way through the hair, you go section by section. I'm going to take my sections down and then do that curling method all the way through. I do it a couple times just because for me, I want to make sure I do the first brush to get the product all the way through, and then I do another brushing to make sure that that I've got those clumps created. And the clumps are just, each clump is where a curl is going to form. So that's why you want to do that. And you see I use this method of either shaking out, and then sometimes I will scrunch. I don't do a ton of scrunching right now, but I just can't help myself, honestly. Okay, so once we've gone through the entire head of hair, the next thing is, and I know this is a lot of product, but I have been doing this for over a year. This is my only non-InterSense product. And the InterSense does make a mousse, and it is good. I've used it before. But I started using this during quarantine, and this caviar mousse is expensive. Now, it's on sale for 25% off right now, but I mean, $33 for a mousse, you think, oh my God, it lasted me over 6 months. So I've never had a mousse last that long. So anyway, I will put a huge, and I'm sure that you thought that was ginormous, amount of the mousse, the caviar mousse, and I will just scrunch right at the ends. So we're scrunching at the ends. This is where the scrunching happens. I try to limit as much as I can of my scrunching to when I have product on my hands. So I'm adding and I'm not messing with the products. Now here I do a little bit at the very end, and like I'll put some at the roots too, just for lift. Okay, so now we have gone all the way through. We've done the Denman brush. Now we've scrunched using the mousse. Now we need to get it dried. I know that this one is slightly bougie, but the Dyson hair dryer, for me being a curly hair person with super thick hair, has really, really helped me for a couple reasons. It is super easy to use this attachment with the diffuser. If you don't use a Dyson diffuser, that's fine. Just use another diffuser. It really matters because you don't want your hair blowing all over the place. You've created all of these curls and you don't want to mess them all up in the drying phase. So the other reason, and the number one reason for me that the Dyson to me is worth it, is it saves me so much time. I don't know what the technology is, but it does dry the hair so much faster. I have tried everything. I used to spend 40 minutes and my hair still wasn't dry. Now I am done drying in 15 to 20 minutes, which for me is slightly a miracle. So how I use the Dyson is I flip my head over, and first I start with the curls, and you can see I just like lift them up, set them on there, and let it go for a while. And then I will do that, rotate that all the way through my hair. And then, and you can start feeling it get crunchy, and that is what you want. Then I'll go to the roots like I'm doing here, and I will just set it on the roots. Our whole goal is here is just to get it dry and to create that cast. Now, what is a cast? A cast is this kind of crunchy feeling that that you have in your hair, and it like feels like it looks almost, well, it's crunchy, but it feels like, I don't know, plastic or something. But you want that because that's going to preserve the curl, and I'm going to show you how I do mine so that it lasts much longer throughout the day. Okay, so that is my drying. Cannot say enough about the Dyson. It took me a while to bite the bullet and do it, but I have not looked back and not thought a thing about it since. Okay, so to finish my hair, I use a bonnet. I found out about this on TikTok, and it has really, really been great. Okay, so you can see here that, let me back up a bit. You can see that my hair is, this is what my hair looks like when the cast is full. So I've done all the drying. It is dry. It still looks wet when the cast is in it. So I will leave it like that, and then I'm going to put it in the bonnet while it's still cast. I haven't done any scrunching after the fact here. You need to have a bonnet that has a silk satin super soft liner, because you don't want, that's why we do it. We don't want any frizz, as little frizz as possible. So I just bend over, kind of gently shove my hair all into it, and then if I'm going to bed, I will sleep with it on. If I am going out, I will get ready. So here I went and got ready, and then I'm just going to take it off, and then you're going to see I'm going to start scrunching, and scrunching and shaking. I'm trying to break the cast, but this is my preference and my secret. I don't break the cast fully because I want my curls to last as long as possible. So I will, as you can see, it still has that little crunchy kind of casty look, but to me, I think it still looks good. I like it, and it's your preference, what you really like. So this is where I would end for me. I do this because having that little cast, then that carries through, and it wears off a little bit each time you take your hair down and do your hair. And so it helps you to keep that curl going, because as you can see, this was quite a process, and you don't want to do it every day. I mean, twice a week is really my average. So that's what I'm trying to do, is maximize the curl, minimize the frizz. So I hope this was helpful if you're a curly person. I linked all of the products, and several of them are on sale. So I wish you the best of luck with your curly journey, and I love hearing new things and what people are trying. So I'm sure I'll be back doing this as I continue to try things and update. But best wishes to all the curly girls out there.